I'm so delighted to share Drew Yoga with you this morning, and I'm feeling particularly enriched by what I've been up to. So I've revisited my course, so I'm now feeling really in the power of Drew, and I'm so excited to share it with you. So I'll just let you get your cameras organised, and welcome to Joy. So this morning, what we're going to do is we're going to activate the body. We're going to work with a sequence called the tri-spinal release that we do every week, but we're going to do it with a little bit more depth. So that'll be our activation and tri-spinal release. We're then going to move into the spine and really flow with our spine and with our breath. We're going to do a little bit of Prithvi Namaskar, the salutation to the earth, but with a real focus on the breath and on that awareness of drawing that focus into the spine and lengthening. Then we're coming down onto the mats and we're going to work with the 4-stage cobra. So we're going to do a lot for the back this morning and to strengthen the body. So I'm going to invite you to come up to your feet if you're not already there. And just for a moment, we're going to stand and align the physical body. So just begin by taking a few breaths. And as you breathe, notice that expansion in your chest. And then notice the ground underneath your feet. And as you breathe out now, feel as though you're sending that breath down towards the ground, down to the earth. We're going to breathe back up into the heart and back down into the earth. So you're anchoring yourself down. Now when that breath travels back up to the heart, instead of sending it to the earth, allow it to flow up through your body. So it flows up through your neck, head, and to connect you with the space up above. And breathing back into the heart and down into the earth, down into the ground. Back into the heart and up above, back into that space above. So we exist in that space between your heart center, in that place of steadiness and stillness, feeling anchored to the ground, to the earth. You may want to close your eyes for a moment and just allow the body to become steady. And then move back into a normal way of breathing. Expansion in your chest and lungs, and then start to give your right hand a shake. First of all, we'll loosen all the fingers together. And then let that awareness flow into your thumb, into your first finger, your middle finger, your ring finger, your little finger. So loosen up the joints in the hand. And then we're taking it into the palm. You're feeling it flow into the wrist. And then into the forearm and into the elbow. You're feeling it ripple up into the bicep and the shoulder. And we'll just give the arm a little shake down to the ground so you feel that vibration go into the trapezius and into the neck. And then just pause with your arm here. It might move a little bit. It might be still. And then we're going to stand up and just reach up, let that right arm lift up above your body and take a moment to really expand the ribs on the right side as you breathe in. Be breathing out and just let that arm descend down. Doing the same on the left now. Giving your fingers a shake. Lift all the fingers, the digits loosening up. And then just directing that focus into that thumb. First finger, Middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Just allowing it to flow into the palm of the hand and the wrist, forearm, elbow and the shoulder. Tilting down towards the ground and just feel that vibration go into your shoulder. Lovely. And then just letting that arm relax there for a second. Notice any sensations in your arm and hand. And then softly bend your knees, reach up on that left side. Breathe in, feel that expansion in your ribs. Almost like the ribs have got gills. Breathe in through the side of the body. And then let your arm come down. Say good morning to Lynn, who's just joined us. Hello. Give both arms a shake now. Both arms a shake. I'm going to take both hands right up through the midline. That's it. And then just pause. And in your pause again, breathe in, reach up. Feel that lengthening through your spine, a bit of space. Let your shoulders relax. Breathe in. And on your exhalation, just let both arms descend down. You're right down by your sides. Beautiful. So we've opened up and woke up the upper part of the body. Let's do the same with the legs. So just take your weight into your left leg. Pop your hands on your hips for balance. Give your toes a shake. Just feel your toes softening and the ball of the foot, the arch, the heel. And there we go. We're just allowing it to ripple up into the calf muscle. I'm just going to ripple off over here. 1 second. There we go. And feel it chopping up into your calf muscle now. And then when we get to the knee, just start to swing from the knee down. So you're oiling that knee joint. And you can find something steady to focus your eyes on. Fabulous. Let your awareness now come up to the top of your leg. And then we're going to shake down from the top of the leg. So you feel the whole of the leg relaxing down. And welcome to Charlotte, who's just appeared. Good morning. Let your leg just come to the front a little bit. And then just let it go all the way across the body. Let's bring the leg back around. Okay, pop your core muscles. Oh, there we go. I said it, didn't I? Pop your core muscles on and circle your knee a few times. Lovely. I'm just going to do this a few times. And if your hips are anything like mine, you get some amazing crunches. And then pop that foot down. You weight into your right leg and give your left foot a shake. Your toes loosen. Sole of the foot, your heel. Ankle. And then allowing it to rise up again into your calf muscle. Loosen up that strong muscle there. Begin to swing now from the knee down. So you're just loosening up, oiling that knee joint. Brilliant. And then we're going to go up to the top of the leg, shake down from the hip. So you feel the quad loosening as well. Wonderful. Bringing the leg to the front. And then the leg goes across the body. Yes. Bring the knee back around and then we do a little bit of circling. Just do as many as you like. Brilliant. I think that'll do it. Bring your foot back down and it's the best bit. Have a whole body shimmy and a shake out. Anything that we've not worked with, anything that we've not loosened. And it's when we work with those free flowing movements, that prana, and life force energy. It really, really enriches it. And we feel full of vitality and life force. Brilliant. Come back to your standing position. Take a moment, and we're going to go into the shoulders now. But when we move the shoulders, we're actually going to move from the spine. So we'll circle the shoulders, but we're really going to start moving from the spine. So just bringing that right shoulder forward and then the left. There's an element of unraveling, but we're primarily using moving the spine first of all. And you can bring your shoulders into it as well and begin to circle. Really feel the spine moving, lovely. Fantastic. Start to lift your elbows into it a little bit now. Again, we're opening up the ribs. Moving into those intercostal muscles, so difficult to stretch. The breath is synchronizing with your movement. As your arms lift, you're breathing in. And there's that softness as the arms begin to swing down and start to swing your arms underneath. Lovely. And then we're going to begin to let this movement turn into a figure of 8. And with your figure of 8, I invite you to go wherever you feel that your body wants to move to this morning. If you want to move higher, you can, lower, but really focusing on your spine. And if you lift your hands up through the midline, it lifts your energy. It energizes you and fills you full of vitality. Be enjoying all those different ways your spine can move. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit more structure to the movement. So just start to let your elbows lead. As your elbows lead, again, awareness goes back into ribs. Lovely. And then just let your body come into a nice wide-legged forward bend. Let your hands move around your ankles or your feet or your knees, wherever you are today. So we're just in a nice slow forward bend, moving. And then I'm going to invite you to become still in your forward bend, let your head, your neck, your shoulders relax. And just begin by taking some slow, deep breaths here. Then walk your feet back to your hip distance. Bend your knees so your abdomen rests onto your thighs. We're going to just gently engage those core muscles, so pelvic floor, so you feel steadiness in your hips, and start to stand up. As you stand up, press the soles of the feet down into the mat and let your hands come through the midline so you experience a lovely lengthening of the spine as you rise up. Beautiful. Lifting up through the sternum. Let your shoulders relax. Let your palms face down. And all we're going to do is just flow down into a very gentle forward bend. Come down as far as what suits you today. We're going to lift back up again. Breathing in as you rise up. Stacking each vertebra. We're going to flow back down again. Breathing out as you come down. Nice stretch through those hamstrings. And then rising. Coming all the way up. This time, keep your arms up above. Separate your feet a little bit. Your toes pointing out. 10 to the hour. Let your knees bend. And we're just going to come down into a nice breath of Arjuna, vitality breath, breathing in. As you come up and breathing out, sinking down. And we're creating a big circle in front of the body. And you're moving with your breath. Exhaling as you flow down, breathing in. As you rise up, that's it, lovely. We've got a nice stretch into those adductor muscles. Inside of the thighs. Lovely. Now this time we're going to make this one the last one. As you come up, just pause. And I think walk the feet back together. Clasp your hands up above. Turn the hands up so the palms are facing up. Okay, we're going to go over into a nice gentle sideways stretch, release. Lovely. Breathe in, use your core as you come up through the middle and go over to the other side. Lovely. Come back to the middle now and let both arms come down by the sides. I'm just going to invite you to just stand for a moment. I'm going to go and turn my heater off. Yes. Okay. So have your feet a little bit more than hip distance, just under shoulder distance. And all we're going to do is start to move the spine, and we're just going to turn left to right. And just allow your arms to move with you, but no effort into the arms whatsoever. We're just waking up the spine. And we know that we can direct our awareness by moving the arms. We're going to let that awareness start to travel a little bit higher by lifting the arms a tiny bit. What we're doing here is we're hydrating the spine, keeping it flexible. We're going to come up to around elbow height now. Your knees really soft. I'll go to shoulder level. And then let your arms go into the space up above. Feeling the freedom and release, let go. And those arms come down again. Now start to bend your knees. You're sinking into the knees, and you can take heel off the ground. And when we bend the knees, it lets that movement travel deep into the sacrum. And then we're going to change the movement slightly and start to lift the sternum. So instead of sinking into the knees, we invite a lengthening into the spine. We're going to bring the arms steadily up as well. It's nice that your arms come to shoulder level. You could even add in an extra stretch if you felt that way this morning. The shoulders are tapped. Lovely. And then the arms, they're going back into that space above, into the space of space. Freedom, flow, release. But it's nice and warm where your arms are. When you lift your arms up, it raises your energy up. Just let those arms come down again. Okay, and then we're going to do a third stage this morning. So go as fast or as slow. It's what suits you. I like to go quite slow. And you sinking down. So we've got a lunge. And you feel it in your quad, between your thigh muscle. That's great. Bring your body back. Steadiness. Just let it stop moving on its own. Feel this. Right. Let me try and remember where we're going now. Separating your feet. So your feet are out again. 5 past and 10 to. And then this time we're bringing hands up through the midline. We've got a bit more awareness this time. So we're breathing in, and then as your hands come down, just let your knees bend a tiny bit and pop your core muscles on so you feel very steady in the hips, pelvis. Breathe in, straighten your legs, and breathe out, sink a little bit more. Breathing in, lifting. Exhaling as you sink. Breathe in, rise. And then breathe out. Wonderful. Now, it's time you bring your hands down. Just place your hands onto your thighs. Put tailbone under. Core muscles on, sternum lifted. And all we're going to do is lift the heels off the ground. Strengthening the feet. Connection. And then let's do a little bit of double time. Facial expressions are optional. Bring your heels down, let both arms lift up above your body, and let your hands clap together. And then draw those hands down in front of your heart. Heel toe your feet back together. And just allow yourself to stand for a moment. Feeling the connection between the two palms. The earth, the ground. Underneath you. Space above you and around you. And just let your hands come down by your sides. And we'll come into the mountain pose, into Tadasana. So just check that your feet are hip distance. A few different ways to do it. You can close one eye, hover your fist just between the two arches of your feet. It's my favourite way of doing it. Easy, lazy. Lift your toes and let your toes be placed down onto the ground. And draw awareness up from the ground, from that steadiness underneath. Feel strength rise into your ankles and into your knees. And then parking your pelvis into neutral. The pelvis was a bowl of water. That water would be still on the surface. Just breathe out and gently lift pelvic floor and draw in those lower abdominals and just keep those important core muscles on about 15-20%. Allow that awareness now to rise up into your chest. And just feel the breath, hear the breath. Expansive nature. Your next in breath, let your shoulders just lift up towards your ears and roll your shoulders back. In that space in your body, space in your chest. Drawing your chin in now to lengthen your neck. And just feeling the crown of the head rise up. Rising up from a place of steadiness. And as we rest here in this seat of the mountain, its qualities of steadiness, strength, inner strength, your shoulders, your arms lift up, so we just come up to shoulder height. All we're going to do is move with the breath. So we're going to breathe in, with our arms in front. And then as you breathe out, just flow around towards the right side. Breathe in back to the front. Breathe out to the left. Breathe in back to the front. So it's very, very soft. The movement's moving from the base of the spine. Feet stay forward, knees remain soft. Breathing out and breathing in. Breathing out to the right and breathing into the center. So we're moving with breath. At the end of the exhalation, you turn twisted. And your inhalation, you come back to the front. And just take time to have a very micro pause in between. It's very flowy, soft. You can keep moving if you wish. Just allowing that breath to move with you. If you feel comfortable with the movement, you could even close your eyes. We'll just do a couple more on each side. Let your hands come back to the front. Your hands come back. Noticing that ground underneath your feet, steadiness in your hips and pelvis. And becoming aware of your hands. And all we're going to do is breathe in, let your hands come up to the level of the throat. And you can have your fingers connected or not, or swap if you wish. Sinking down into the knees. We're going to breathe in. That lengthening the spine, breathe out. Sinking. Breathing in. We notice that in-breath brings focus into the spine, into the length. We're just moving the hands in front of the body to begin with. And the end of the in-breath, the hands are coming up to throat level. And as you breathe out, sinking into the knees. And just begin to move with your own breath. So you might move at a slightly different pace to me. If you want to try and interlace in your hands, see how that feels, you can. Experiment noticing how you feel. And you may find that inhalation becomes longer. And see if you can just pause. Experience that pause between breaths. Okay, now next time Hands come down. We're going to bring the hands out in front. So you can interlace your fingers if you wish and create that circle. Let your arms lift up overhead and softly bend your knees as your hands come down. So we're going to breathe in, breathe out, sink. Breathe in, lift. Wherever you are this morning, whatever speed you're breathing, you're moving, it's absolutely fine. Just synchronizing our movements, our breaths. The arms come up, really connecting with that space around you, the atmosphere. Hands in front of the body, the focus is on the spine, the breath drawing in that strength, steadiness, lifting, releasing and letting go. Wonderful. Beautiful. Let your hands come down now. You just move your feet a little bit further apart so we can come into a squat. And each time we squat, we'll come a little bit deeper. Interlacing your hands, breathing in to throat level. And let your knees bend, just come down, little way. Lifting up. Releasing, letting go. Breath flows in, sinking down. Sink. And releasing, letting go, connecting with that space around you. Now, last time in the sink. Lift, reach, release. Now this time coming down, keep your legs a little bit straight and just flowing down. Bend your knees when you're ready and lengthen your arms, let your arms come out in front so you're lifting up. It takes a bit longer to rise up and you're releasing that softness, connecting with that space. Breath comes to throat level, exhale, flowing down. Knees bend, arms lengthen, lifting, releasing. Flowing down whenever you're ready and stretching out the muscles in the backs of your legs. Activating your core, solar plexus, manipur, energy center. Nice boost of energy for you. Now this time as you come down, you might just want to pause for a moment and just experience that stillness, that steadiness in your forward bend. Pause in there for a moment or two. And then bend your knees, engage core, lift up. And as you lift up, pause in that extension, that shape with your arms up overhead. And we're just going to take a release over to the side again. Use the core muscles, the steadiness as you come back through the middle. And let your arms come down. And your arms come back down by your sides. So I'd like you to step forward with your right foot. Have your left foot behind and have both feet facing forwards. I'll just turn on my mat so you can see. You're going to have your front knee bent, back leg straight. And first of all, we're just going to lengthen and we're going to stretch the muscle in the calf, so the gastrocnemius. So you want to check your hips and pelvis are in neutral and just gently press down into that back foot. If you can't feel very much, make your stride a bit wider. I'm just going to hold this shape for a moment or two. So releasing down into that calf muscle. Lovely. Now step your left foot back in. So both feet, there's about a foot distance between them. Both feet facing forwards. Whoops, I'm falling over. Pop your core muscles on about 20%. Bend both of your knees and sink down. And you're going to take your weight slightly back. And you feel it in just above the ankle on that left leg into the soleus muscle. Okay. And then rise up once more. We'll do the other side. So step forward with your left foot, right foot behind, front knee's going to bend, hips, pelvis neutral, pressing down gently into the heel of the right foot. Wonderful. Just allow your breath to be steady and even. If it feels uncomfortable at all, you can just come up out of it a little bit. And then bring your right foot in a bit closer, both knees bend, sinking down into soleus. Great stuff. Engage core, lift back up, and have a few little hip rotations. And you could do some figure of eights as well, really free up tension. Get energy flowing, moving. Okay. And the body stops. It just keeps moving sometimes, doesn't it? Okay, now this time you're going to step forward with your right foot, left foot behind. Going to reinterlace the fingers, or if you've got your fingers apart, that's fine. And we're going to breathe into throat level. And we're going to flow again. Bend that leading knee, let your arms lift up. And we'll just do a few in flow. Letting your breath lift the arms. Breathe out, let the arms create that circle around. Flowing with breath. Flowing with awareness. Anchoring down through the feet, releasing. Okay, you just move in with your body's intuition, your body's intellect. Make that circle all around. Okay, now this time your arms come up, just pause. And I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what it looks like. Anchor down through the feet. Make sure your front knees bent, back leg straight. Core muscles are on and your pelvis and hips are in neutral. Rotate your palms, so your palms first of all come together. Lift up through the sternum. Feel very steady here. Now what we're going to do is let your left arm trail back and place your left hand either onto the top of your glute or onto your thigh. Now with your right hand, just move it ever so slightly so the palm is in alignment with the sternum. And you're going to feel as though you're lifting up. Take a breath. So there's a slight recline. And we're into reverse warrior. Let your breath be steady, slow, even again. And then releasing your left hand, let that arm circle back up. Turn your palms back around. Breathe in. And on your exhalation, both arms descend down. Beautiful. let the other foot come forwards, interlacing your hands and then moving with that breath. So the in-breath brings the arms up, breathe out, breathe in, release, let go. Flowing. And now feel as though this movement is drawing in that energy for the day, drawing in that steady focus, clearing the energy body. And I think the next time your arms come up overhead, pause. Activating that reverse warrior. So refresh your core muscles, let your hips and pelvis come into neutral, your leading leg, your knees over your foot. First of all, rotate your palms around so you sink into your earth warrior. Weights down through the legs. Top part of the body is open and free. Now this time I think it's your right hand. That's going to trail back and place it either onto the hip, onto the glute. Breathe in and feel as though there's a thread attached to your sternum and to your hand. There's a soft bend in the elbow. In your reverse warrior, tune into your breath. Let your right arm come back up. Rotate your palms around. And that steadiness once more. Breathe in. And on your exhalation, let both arms descend down. Come back to the front. And your feet are in a fairly wide stance. So just arrange them so they're comfortable for you. It might be outside shoulder distance. And then we end by bringing the hands towards the throat. And we're going to flow down again, fairly straight legs. It's coming down. And if you want to, you can bend your knees and just allow the hands to just gently grace the ground, grace the earth as you rise back up. In breath brings you up and the arms descend down as you breathe out. We'll repeat that a few times. Blow in with breath, with awareness. Expand, you lift. Wonderful. Your arms come down, and then this time it'll be our last time. And down to the earth. And you can bend your knees, you can place your hands onto the ground. You can even send the earth a message if you wished. Then we're going to lift your arms, lift all the way up, breathe in. Softly let those arms come down by your sides. We'll end by just cradling the hands. Let your right hand come in. Place your left hand on top. Let your hands close, be just underneath the navel. And let your thumb tips connect together. Close your eyes and just allow yourself to rest in that seat of the earth. Rest in Prithvi Namaskar. Let your thumbs press together now. And let your palms come together. Let your fingers come together. And create that unity. It's the Anjali Mudra. And your hands down by your sides. Then I'm going to invite you to come down onto your mats and lay onto your tummies. Come into crocodile pose. Onto your tummy, separate your feet really wide. Let your heels be pointed inwards and your toes point out. And place one arm down, the other arm rests on top. And your forehead comes onto your arms. And you just take a few moments to just breathe here. You're just breathing steadily and evenly. You take a moment to notice your feet, insides of the feet, your knees, the places where you feel the earth when you walk, you feel the earth in your feet, your legs. Breathing into the belly and noticing, feeling that pressure against the belly and the ground. Space now in the chest and the lungs. And then from your Makrasana, bring that awareness back to your feet and just walk your feet together so your toes come closer together. And let the tops of the feet rest down onto the ground. Slide your hands back underneath your shoulders and just lift up so you come into the pose of a child. So your hips come back to join your heels and your arms are just stretched out in front, forehead is down. Just breathe in here. The digestive organs are nourished, the spine is nourished. Let's take the hands for a walk in one direction, whichever one suits you best. So we've got a lateral release through the side of the body. Once you reach that point, you can't go any further, just take some slow, even breaths. As you breathe out, you might move a bit further, but always remembering no force, no pressure, just ease. Let your hands come back over through the middle and take them all the other way now. Again, that same process of breath, in breath, out breath. Lovely. Let your hands come back to the midpoint. Stretch your palms out in front. And we're going to lift back up and bring the body back down onto the mat. So you might want to, in fact, do so. Step back with your right foot, tuck your toes under. Take your left toes under and then just lower yourself down from that plank pose. So bring the body slowly down onto your tummies. And in this case, you want to have the bottom part of your body super, super relaxed from the waist down and slide both arms out in front. So both arms, so you're like a superhero flying through the sky with your arms stretched out in front. Forehead is down. And once you arrive here, again, bring that awareness into the belly, into the abdomen. And feel the muscles in the obliques and the strength in your body as you breathe. And we're going to move into our 4-stage cobra. So first of all, just feel relaxed around the base of the body. And we're going to move like a cobra would, as a snake would. You're going to breathe out. And as you breathe in, start lifting from the base of the spine. Keep your forearms down and the elbows, and just let the torso and the head lift from the mat. And you'll feel the activation of your core muscles. Just hold in there for a moment or two. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, let the body relax back down onto the mat. Bring your hands in now, one hand length. There'll be a little bit of bend in the elbows, forehead still down. Breathe out. And then feel as a wave, a flow of energy is flowing up from the base of your body. And this time we lift the elbows from the mat. So the arms are straight out in front. Palms are down onto the mat. And the crown of the head rises up, the chin parallel to the floor. And then release and relaxing from the base of the spine, body comes back down. Moment to rest, to be still. And then you bring in the hands in, another hand length. So the thumbs are in line with the eyes and the elbows are just out to the side. Now this time we're going to flow into this Sphinx pose, Ardha Bhujangasana. Again, breathe out. And as you breathe in, that awareness moves from the base of the spine, a flow of energy and awareness, palms pressed down, elbows come in underneath your shoulders. You separate your fingers and just allow your body to arrive into that regal Sphinx. Shoulders are broad, elbows underneath your shoulders, chin parallel to the floor, and the crown of the head rises up. And in our Sphinx today, Bhujangasana, we're just going to stay here for a moment or two. You can let your eyes gaze towards the space between your eyebrows. But make sure the bottom part of your body is so relaxed. Breath is slow, steady, and even. And if you want to move your head, you can. So let the head turn from left to right. And then let your elbows go out to the side, let your body come down onto your mat. Just taking those breaths. And now we begin to move into the cobra pose, Bhujangasana. If you want to do the Sphinx gait, so if you want to repeat what we've just done, you can. If you want to journey into the powerful cobra, slide your hands back so they come underneath your shoulders. Now you want to keep your elbows in towards your body. Forehead is down, breathe out. And that flow of awareness, that flow of energy moves from the base of the spine. And you're going to breathe in and lift the torso from the mat. Press down into your palms. Elbows are in, head is in line with the spine. Crown of the head rises up. Make sure you keep the navel on the ground. And again, bottom part of the body is relaxed. Breathing steadily, slowly, evenly. And you're rising up to the challenges within your life. Coming down when you're ready, moving from the base of the spine, body comes back down. And then separating your feet, sliding your hands back underneath your forehead. And resting in your crocodile pose. Makrasana. And this allows the whole of your spine to find its balance, to find its alignment. Breathing slowly, deeply, evenly. Just resting in that crocodile pose. Finding your stillness. Sanctuary of stillness, relaxation. And then if you want to, take your awareness back towards your feet And start to draw those feet closer together. But really take your time. And slide your hands underneath your shoulders. And then we're going to reverse to that pose. So bringing your hips back to join your heels. You're coming into Balasana, pose of a child. Now this time, bring your hands back by your ankles. So your palms are facing up. Tuck your head in. And you're breathing into the back of your body. Breathing into your shoulders, sacrum. Finding that space. And in your space. Rising up now. We're not moving from the base of the spine, slowly stacking each vertebra. And if you want to come to a high kneeling place, you can. If you're happy low kneeling, that's fine too. And then what's going to happen is we're all going to rise up. High kneeling, let the palms come up above your body, let your palms come together. Interlace your fingers, let your index fingers point up, let your head look up, and you're directing that energy up into that pose of the hero. The arch through your back, saluting the hero in your life, you. The person who makes changes happen. And then let your thumb and your first finger come together and just create that garland, that circle all around. If you want to sink back down onto your heels, you can. You want to just settle, you can close your eyes. And then we're going to come and let you take your time. But I'd like you to come onto your backs. And have your blankets and stuff nearby, but we're gonna do a little bit of stretching on the ground because I know that you really love that. But put your blankets and your socks on, have your blankets handy. So you to come onto your back, bring your knees into your chest and just have a little rock from side to side. Place your hands onto your knees and just take the knees around in a few circles so it relaxes the sacrum. We've directed our focus this morning. Lovely. Slide your left leg away. Pop your right foot onto your knee. Let your left hand rest onto your knee. Pop your right hand on the mat. And just begin to move with your breath. So breathe in. And as you breathe out, let your hips and pelvis roll and just come over into that lovely spinal rotation. And relax into it. Allow your breath to be slow and even, steady. And then roll back to the middle. Swap your legs over, realign your hips. Slide your right leg away, let your left foot come onto your knee. And then moving with your breath, so you're moving into your twist. Let your head turn to the other side and just let your body relax here. Feel so supported. And then inviting you now to just roll back onto your back. Grab your blankets, your cushions, your comfy cozies, and get yourself ready for Shavasana, your 4-stage relaxation. You worked super hard today. Hope that you've enjoyed the refreshed through yoga class. As you lay back, just take a few moments to really adjust yourself into your most comfortable seat, your most comfortable bed. Let your toes roll out to the side and just press your shoulders down into the mat. Scrunch up your face, scrunch up your eyes. Move your jaw. And just begin by taking a breath in, and as you breathe in, allowing every muscle that you can activate within your body. Squeeze into all of those muscles. Breathe into them and breathe out. And then let that awareness come into your right leg, to the toes on the right. Just scrunch up your toes and then separate the toes. And then breathe in and draw the right toes in towards you so you feel activation of the whole right leg. And as you breathe out, just soften that leg. Your toes roll out to the side. Move your focus now into your left foot. Scrunch up the toes on the left foot. Separate the toes. Okay, now breathe in, draw the toes back towards you so you feel activation of the whole left leg. Breathe into that left leg. And breathe out, soften, soften, soften. Tightening both of the glutes now, those core muscles. And breathe out, soften, relax, release, let go. Press the sacrum down into the mat. Really nourish the sacrum. Breathe into that place on your body. Breathe out. Your tummy bottom back towards your spine. Breathe in. And breathe out and soften. Just invite the whole of the body to soften. Awareness come into your right arm now, right hand. Roll your thumb into your hand. Wrap your fingers around your thumb. And right, just put a bit of tension into that fist. Breathe into it. And breathe out, soften. Now this time, breathe into the fist, but also engage the forearm and the bicep and the shoulder. And then breathe out and soften. Now press the shoulder blade down to the mat on the right side. We soften, relax, release. Let that focus now come into the left hand. Bring your thumb into your palm, wrap your fingers around your thumb. And first of all, we do it with just the fist. So breathe in and tighten the fist. And breathe out, soften that fist. This time, activate the hand, the fist, the forearm, the bicep and the shoulder. Breathe into it. Breathe out, soften, soften, soften. Press the shoulder blade down on the left side. Now, stretch the fingers away from the palms on both hands. Breathe in and feel that expansion in your palms. Breathe in. And breathe out and let your fingers curl. Let both of the arms become so soft, so heavy. Breathe in now, feeling the space in your ribs. And as you breathe in, let that awareness travel into the lower part of the rib cage and feel the space between the intercostals. You breathe out and soften, soften, soften. That space in your chest, in your lungs. And then turn your head to the left side and the right side. And each time you do it, I'd like you to become slower and slower. The middle. Push your eyes up, furrow your brow, move the jaw. And then let the face become so soft, so still. Switch your focus to the space underneath your nostrils. And as you breathe in, that breath fills your body. And let the breath flow down through your body and let it soften any part of your system, your muscular system, your skeletal system. Allow it to soften. Let that softness be present in your feet, your ankles, your toes. Softness moves up through your body. And that softness appears in your calf muscles and your shin and your knee. You can breathe it in there if you wish. Softness arrives into your hips, into your pelvis, and the organs, the muscles, the cells. And softness appears in the back of your body. Central column. Softness in the front of the body, in your chest, in your arms, your hands, throat. Softness in your words. Speaking words of kindness to yourself. Softness. Expand in the face. Yeah, speaking so soft. Your cheeks and your smile. Just take a moment to just be very still. Then we're going to begin the process of reawakening. And this reawakening is going to be energized by the brightness of the sun, by springtime days and blue skies, the sounds of the birds, that joyfulness returning. Breathe in now and breathe a sense of joyfulness in, a sense of happiness, and allow it to infuse every cell within your system as you draw it in on the wings of the breath. Joyful happiness, that brightness flows down through your spine, through your arms and into your hands, into your fingers, and into your smile. Flows rapidly down through the body, energizing every cell within your system. And that brightness comes into your legs, strength into your knees and into your feet, and into your ankles and your toes. Take a nourishing breath in now and turn over onto whichever side suits you best this morning. So affirm to yourself, you feel well, feel energized. And then press your palms into the mat and bring yourself back into a seated place. Let your head come up restfully. And if you can just let your hands come together, rub your palms together. Your palms rub together. And place your nice warm palms. Once they're nice and warm, place them over your eyes. And just invite your eyes to open back into this day. But let them have a moment to adjust, so separate your fingers and let that light adjust your eyes. Give your head a tap, your eyebrows and your cheeks. Just give yourself a tap back into physical body. Dust away for anything you don't need. And then once you've tapped yourself into your body, whenever you are in your own time, open your arms and give yourself a nourishing hug. And then the other side might want to have one as well. And then just let your hands connect up above your head, above the Sahasrara center. And let those hands come down to rest in front of your beautiful heart. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all beings be at peace. I really hope that you enjoyed this morning's studio class. And it's been an absolute pleasure.